See, as Einstein said while he was a professor down the road at Princeton, we cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them. Now, due to the fighting attitude we brought and the pro-growth policies we have fought for and achieved together, I'm proud to be here today to tell you that the state of our state is very good and, without question, much, much better than it was 8 years ago. Say to my friends on both sides of the aisle, the facts are the facts. 8 years ago, we inherited a state with an unemployment rate at 10%. In our 8 years, that unemployment rate was cut in half. 8 years ago, we had lost 248,000 private sector jobs, and businesses were leaving our state at a record pace. Today, 8 years later, we have helped the private sector create 334,400 new jobs. And this year, 2017, that just passed, 108,252 new businesses were created in New Jersey in 2017 alone, an all-time economic record for our state. The facts are the facts. More New Jerseyans are employed today than at any time in our state's history, even though our population is growing at the slowest rate it has grown in state history. A long way from the depressing record of 8 years ago. And I want you to remember this as we sit here today. This morning, 4.3 million New Jerseyans woke up and had a job to go to work to today to support their families. We are proud of that. How did it happen? Where did New Jersey's economic growth and job creation come from? In 2011, together, we passed broad-based business tax cuts that led to $3 billion in lower taxes that our corporate citizens in this state plowed into job creation, putting hundreds of thousands of our citizens back to work. We took an unemployment insurance fund that was $2 billion in debt 8 years ago. We have paid off that debt in record time. We passed a constitutional amendment to prevent politicians from stealing from this fund again. And today, as we prepare to leave office, that fund is over $2 billion in surplus, not $2 billion in debt. And by the way, the reform of our unemployment insurance fund has led to an additional $400 million in job-creating tax cuts for our New Jersey businesses, not tax increases. We passed the Economic Opportunity Act of 2013 together, which has helped us to make New Jersey more competitive at attracting and retaining jobs, putting even more of our citizens back to work. We reduced job-killing regulations at the direction of the Lieutenant Governor by 1/3 over the previous administration, freeing up resources to put New Jerseyans back to work, not waste money on lawyers and accountants to understand the next thing government was ordering them to do or not to do. That's how to create jobs, not through the government doing it.